It's Noah with Producer Hive. If you're like me, you've gotten to the point where you are pretty happy with the sound that you're getting out of your studio. You've probably got a couple specialized mics that are each very good at what they do, a great interface to send the signal into your computer, and some plugins to clean up your sound once it's in the DAW, and voila, you've got everything you need to be convincing when you send your music or your video or whatever it is that you make out into the world. But what happens when the subject of your content lives somewhere other than the studio? What do you do when you have to venture out into the world to record something? You spend hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on your studio setup, but that specialized gear doesn't always travel well. And you don't want to have to do the same thing all over again for a mobile setup. That said, you also don't want your sound quality to drop off just because you're having to go from inside to outside. RØDE has developed a product called the VideoMic Go 2 that they promise will provide us with a solution to this conundrum. When it comes to high quality audio for budget prices, I'm always a little skeptical because I've sent back more of these types of devices than I can count because often they don't live up to that description. RØDE has sent me one of these for free so that I can test it, and we will see if it lives up to the hype or if it is yet another one of these budget microphones with unsubstantiated claims. I'll go over the technical specs with you, I'll show off some demos and comparisons against other mics, and at the end I'll share my personal opinion on whether you should or shouldn't pick up one of these microphones. This is a shotgun mic, meaning it is highly directional and thus optimized for capturing what you point it at and not so much of whatever else is around. At a price point of $99, what is so special about this mic, beyond the sound, which you'll hear in a moment, is that it runs on USB power. So chances are you already have what you need to be able to use it. While a lot of shotgun mics like this one require phantom power, necessitating specialized equipment like this Tascam recorder or something similar to both record the signal and power the mic simultaneously, a USB powered mic can work with your phone, your computer, your tablet, even a USB charger. It's a little guy, weighing in at just 89 grams, but you can tell just by manipulating it that it's housed in some pretty high quality shielding, and when you listen to it, that really bears out in the signal, which is hum-free. So it's not picking up any interference from the electricity that is powering it. Speaking of interference, it comes with a pretty heavy-duty windscreen to cut down on interference from the wind, and particularly ear-piercing plosives. But if you plan to film in the middle of a hurricane or something like that, you can pick up an even more formidable windscreen like this one that RØDE sent me, but that you would have to buy separately. Now that you have the specs, let's hear the sound of the microphone. Right now, in this studio setting, I'm recording through the VideoMic Go 2, which is mounted to my camera. Now I'm switching back to my microphone and interface setup that altogether cost about 10 times as much as the VideoMic Go 2. Now I'm switching back to the VideoMic Go 2. Now I'm switching back to the microphone and interface setup. So if you are currently recording through a phone or a laptop microphone, the VideoMic Go 2 is, it's better.
I am better!
And for a price tag of $99, which is basically a starter mic price tag, it's not so bad. Now let's take it outside. Prior to adding the VideoMic Go 2 to my arsenal, my main mic of choice for recording outside was this bad boy, the Tascam DR40X. It is a great multifunctional tool for doing all sorts of recording, but the built-in mics are two little condenser microphones, these little capsule guys here. Now these capsule microphones are pretty sensitive, so you're probably hearing me all the way over here without any difficulty. Unfortunately, you're probably also hearing other stuff that's going on. And so typically with that that kind of setup, you want to be able to process the sound so that you're not picking up the birds and the traffic and the little bit of breeze that we're getting and all that sort of stuff. So here I am on the Tascam DR40X, and here I am on the Rode VideoMic Go 2. Here I am on the Tascam DR40X. Here I am on the Rode VideoMic Go 2. One thing that I should note is that the Tascam DR40X is about twice the cost of the Rode VideoMic Go 2, and the Rode VideoMic Go 2 I am recording through an iPod Touch that I had just lying around. But if you don't have one, you can get your hands on an iPhone, an Android device, a computer, any of these devices you will be able to use with the VideoMic Go 2. One last thing worth mentioning here, there are a few apps made by Rode that help you use and control the VideoMic Go 2 on Mac and Windows computers and iOS and Android devices. They're all free and pretty easy to use. This is what Rode Central looks like on my iPod. It allows you to configure your device settings, unlock advanced features, activate and deactivate functions, and update your firmware. I used Rode Central to record all of the 24-bit 48 kilohertz audio you have heard through the VideoMic Go 2 in this video. In summary, this is a decent mic at a starter mic price point. It works well in the studio. It also works well outside as part of a mobile setup. And the good news with this microphone is that you probably already have everything you need in order to use it, which is not always the case when you're first buying a new microphone as part of a new setup. Beyond that, it's pretty easy to use and it sounds fine right out of the box. If you don't have a microphone like this, a shotgun microphone, in your arsenal, this is a good place to get started, as you've already heard from the comparisons earlier in the video. I hope this has been informative. For anything and everything related to audio, gear, music production, whatever else, be sure to subscribe to the Producer Hive YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you are the first to know anytime we put new stuff out. Be sure to check out producerhive.com also for a massive back catalog of written content and new stuff coming out all the time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.